Diego and Sam in the morning.
Yeah.
97.1
Rio Rancho.
Got it.
Nailed it.
See,
Nailed
now we're
it.
on track.
Yeah. I think
That's
we
all
got
we
it.
needed.
That's all, every.
That's all right. Good night, everybody.
Now I'm pumped.
All right.
Now I'm pumped.
Let's go. Let's start with the topics.
Now I'm ready for this.
I'm ready.
All right.
I've been ready. I've been ready all day.
I know. So it's hard to watch these movies early and then not be able to chit chat about them for a couple of days.
Yeah, especially when we watch it together.
It's
like,
and
hey,
I'm
what
like,
did you
hey,
think? I don't know. I'll tell you on
I can't
Monday.
tell you. I can't tell you. I did give you like a couple of like, boom, boom, boom. Here's some of my initial thoughts. Boom, boom, boom.
Forgot them all.
So Army of the Dead. We saw Army of the Dead. All right. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
At the makeshift theater.
Yeah. At Diego's.
At the dollar theater.
It was pretty good. It was like a solid $5 theater.
Yeah, it's better than some of the dollar theaters.
Solid $5
Put a lot of work into this room.
And it was good. It was a fun time. It's probably the like most Zack Snyder movie like you could be.
Is his best movie?
No,
people are calling
not
it
for
his
me.
best movie.
Not for me.
Is it better than 300?
No,
Of course not. That's what I'm saying. People are like his best movie to date, and I'm like,
no, that's
I didn't
not
see
true.
Dawn of the Dead though, so I should probably watch that.
I mean, Dawn of the Dead is like.
Is it better than Dawn of the Dead?
I haven't seen Dawn of the Dead in probably
Since
10
it came out.
years. Yeah, no, I think I saw it once after that. But Dawn of the Dead is like the OG, right? So everyone is going to go
it's like
back
what
to it
Yeah.
when, they're like, oh, yeah, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. That's how he got his start. That's how he made it in the biz. So everyone goes to
Yeah.
that for his, yeah. But, like, is it better than Watchmen? No.
Ooh, probably not. Ooh,
No.
I always forget about Watchmen.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but
Fantastic. But Watchmen, well, so we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So I want to start off with what you liked about the movie.
I liked. God, I hate saying everything everybody else does, but it's what is good about it is I like the heist portion.
Yeah?
Like I like
The not zombie stuff?
Yeah, like the not like the fact that they had to put a team together and they had this goal, and that was like the driving thing behind it. Because you don't even get to the zombies right away. I mean,
No,
you get the backstory of
You
how
get
it
the
happened,
opening, yeah.
but
and then
before they get somewhere and start doing things,
Yeah.
a whole mess of other crap has happened first,
Right.
and then they get to it, and it made me appreciate the zombie stuff more. When I
Interesting.
finally got there, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm ready now.
Interesting.
Like I'm ready.
Okay. I gotcha. So the heist
The
part
the
was
heist
your
stuff was
favorite.
cool. I even liked the Vegas aspect of it. I thought was
The
cool.
location.
Yeah, because like where else are you gonna have a zombie? A zombie apocalypse that's
Yeah.
like fun.
I feel like Vegas was a easy pick for them because they're like, oh, Devil's Playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
Wall off the city. Like,
Yeah,
everybody
like-
dies.
like I believe a zombie apocalypse
Oh, 100%.
would break out in
Yeah, yeah.
Vegas. Yeah.
But I liked the heist stuff a lot. I thought it was not exciting, but it was fun. Like it got me
Okay.
excited. Like it got me for
Yeah.
the time that they were doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, like we're going. It's getting
All
building
right.
up. Okay. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. All right. So we got a team. Let's do this, and then let's kill some zombies.
All right. What? Well, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you my favorite. I'm gonna tell you my favorite part about the movie.
Okay.
So, I also like the like I like like some of the characters are really cool, and I know
Yeah.
that some characters piss people off, but I think a lot of memorable things are just like the funny, quirky personalities that are along for the
Yeah.
heist. So I guess similar to what you're saying, I like the group interaction with each other,
Okay.
which I think made the movie more enjoyable
Mm-hmm.
because just a bunch of talking heads walking through a zombie movie isn't fun. But all these characters had some cool,
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah,
quirky things to them, which
They were all different, and they
Yeah.
all brought something together.
I really enjoyed. The action in this movie it's a zombie movie, so it's full of blood and gore, but it's
guts. A lot of guts.
a lot of guts. It's fun.
Oh,
The
this
action,
is so much fun.
The action is so much fun in this movie.
And now we can talk about the scene where the zombies are hibernating. Oh my god.
Is that not one of the best
scenes
zombie scenes? And this is going to go into what I dislike about the movie, but Chambers, the girl that is going through it in the hibernation scene, was my favorite character. And I cannot believe they killed her off.
Yeah. And I knew that his crew was going to die.
Yeah, right.
But I had that feeling.
Yeah.
And then once I got there, I'm like, dang, they're legit. Like, they're sticking around. And then they
all
just...
just...
But nobody attempted to save her when she broke out, which I thought was so weird.
Just
when he was killed,
people.
like, he could have... easily could have
He could have easily just...
Like,
started shooting some...
I'm like, it is not.
She is right there.
Yeah.
Just save her.
In front of the whole group.
I know.
Like, in front of the whole
like,
group.
Some of you are good shots. It's like, go ahead and take a couple.
Yes.
So you can save this girl's life.
But the tension when they go in and the glow sticks.
Yeah.
I didn't breathe for 3.5 minutes. It was so good.
And the thing is, you get the sense that, okay, this movie is going to be intense.
Yes.
This movie is going to be a roller coaster ride. And I am along for it.
Oh, it was so good.
It was a real good way to introduce. Because
it happens right away.
It happens right away once the crew is inside, right? We see the queen, and we get an introduction into the faster zombies, right?
Yeah,
but
and like their group.
That's like their first when Chambers is walking through the hibernation zombies. That's the first time we see the zombies again from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
and it's a great introduction, and she's just stabbing them in the head quietly.
Yeah,
because she can't wake them up.
And then it's coming.
Yeah,
but it doesn't. Yeah. It takes a while.
Yeah,
so the tension is building. Because she doesn't get in there like it happens, and then they all wake up. Like, it drags. It's like step by step and still nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing, and you're like, you're just waiting for it to happen. And then, like, finally, at the very last second, it does, and you're like, what? Like, whew.
Yeah, it's so good. What did you dislike about this movie?
What did I dislike? I mean, there was a few things. There's the obvious stuff. I kind of don't, and I get it. Like, I understand it. I don't like that everybody died. And the
Except
one
for the
person that I wanted to die first lives.
Doesn't die at all.
I'm like, okay, cool. You're going along. I hope you instantly die the second you get in there. And then at the end of the movie, I'm like, yeah, you're the only one? You're the only one that lived?
Yeah.
But then I thought, no, that makes sense because you're the reason everybody died. So it makes sense that you're the one that gets to live.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish there was like, and I know there's like prequels and sequels. Like I know there's
a lot
stuff coming.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, like there was a lot of like the Safecracker, which is his prequel, is coming. Like he was really cool. I would like to see more from him.
Dieter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dieter's
so I'm just like,
prequel.
I'm bummed. Like, damn, everybody died.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody.
That's the end of it. And I didn't feel like the movie was too long.
No, it doesn't feel. I mean,
like, it doesn't feel super long. I feel like there was some stuff I was like, could have maybe just sliced a couple minutes off.
Could have easily.
But like
could've.
the intro. Yeah. See, dang. Well, you said what I didn't like, but the intro was really great too.
Oh yeah.
And they do the I forgot the guy's name, but the rendition of Viva Las Vegas, like that song.
Yeah.
Oh, the song was so good.
The song was so good.
But there was some stuff, again, the zombie movie, you're like, oh, that's kind of, like, the daughter kind of being like, well, I'm going. Like, nobody in the team was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's just like, all right.
Like,
and
I would have like shot her in the leg.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of stuff that, like, nobody questioned.
Yeah.
And the big thing is, like, you couldn't have gotten the safe, the vault code. Like, the guy didn't know his own vault information.
Yeah, I don't understand.
But again, and they explain it's like it didn't matter. But
Yeah.
like he didn't ask at the beginning. He's like, "Oh, You're gonna need a safe cracker. It's like it's your vault.
Yeah.
It's your case.
Why do you have
What do
to?
I need a
And there, I
safe
mean,
cracker
you
for?
can make. I mean, there can be all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
Like
but
maybe he doesn't know the code.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
But there was stuff like that. I'm like, so no one's gonna, nobody. Okay, let's keep it going then. If no one wants to question this.
Yeah, there's
And it didn't make the movie bad, but like I thought about it in the moment, because I was like, I was going along with him. I was like, what would I be doing?
Right.
I was like, first I would have done this, this, and that. Nobody once mentioned it. So I'm like, so let's keep on marching then. All right.
And that honestly leads into what I disliked about the movie is I really wish that somebody would make a zombie movie with a lot of smart people.
Yeah.
I told you this a little bit right when the movie ended, is that this movie falls into the same horror movie trope, which is like you have to have people making dumb decisions
to progress the story.
To progress the movie.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Yeah. I hate that people have to be stupid in these movies in order for there to be a movie.
And I don't think you have to.
I don't think you have to either, because I think them say, like, you don't even have to have the guy be the owner of the safe, right?
Yeah.
He just has to know that there is a safe with money in it.
Yeah.
And the movie, the only motivation the movie needs is a bunch of people down on their luck that want money.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like it gives us all this other motivation with the daughter and the camp. And the dad killing it's
that
like
was everything I hated was the whole daughter, like
everything that involved the daughter was useless. Like it was there to tug on heartstrings. I think
that didn't tug on me.
Yeah, it just felt like fat, right?
Yeah,
that could have been
you
trimmed off, and you could have just had a movie with
Yeah.
people that wanted money.
And the thing about I get that someone's got to do something dumb to progress the story. She was the only one that did anything dumb.
Yeah, well, and then you have the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
So
you have the villain, but she was just doing dumb thing after dumb thing after dumb thing after dumb thing after dumb.
Yeah.
It wasn't like oh, she made a mistake and you did that, and like everybody kind of did their thing.
Yeah.
It was only her, and it was always to the extremist thing.
Yeah.
She didn't just do one dumb thing and that caused a ripple effect.
Well,
She had to do the worst possible thing, and I'm like, what idiot?
So I'm gonna push back a little bit on what you're saying, because I think that the catalyst for most of the bad things that happen in the movie is actually Martin, who's the bad guy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
I forget about it. I'm so angry with the daughter. I
know.
forget about the real bad guy.
Because he's the reason Chambers dies, right? Yeah. And then what a lot of people a lot of people feel the way you do, which is they hate Kate, right? You just type in Army of the Dead and it says they hate the daughter.
Kate ruined the movie.
Yeah. You could easily everybody just hated her.
Yeah.
And I went back and watched it a second time and I realized man,
the whole movie?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
God, I should have done it. I was really tempted. I did watch the opening scene about 4 times though.
Because it's so good.
It's so good.
So good. And Martin, he is so if he doesn't cut the head off the queen,
they get out.
They get out. Yeah. Right. And that's kind of my thing.
They get out.
They
all get out.
There's a version of this movie where if there wasn't a villain in the group, then everybody makes it out alive, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So he cuts the head off the queen, and you're like, well, that's the reason they get attacked in the vault in the first place.
Yeah.
And then Kate is doing stupid crap
during
them getting attacked, and so you're like, well, yes, she's stupid, but she leaves the vault before people are getting attacked, before they're getting attacked. She doesn't even know, right?
Yeah.
So it's annoying that they have to go get her in the middle of this tragedy, but to her defense, she does not know that a tragedy is occurring.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, but it's annoying that
she
she's
didn't
there.
cause that event.
Right.
She didn't cause that event.
She forced them to go to Olympus.
Yeah.
Because again, in a story, if you're writing a story and she doesn't go to Olympus, they all get out.
Yeah.
Right. So
which
because
is crazy.
what's his Scott Batista's character, Scott gets up to the top and they're like, "All right, let's go. Let's go." And then they can all take off from on top of the casino.
They all live happily ever after.
Yeah. And so but again, so Zack Snyder's writing a movie and he's like, "Yeah, but what if Kate did something stupid so that they can't leave?" And that's where I'm like, "But why?
Yeah,
like
why
does somebody have to do something stupid so that they die?"
Yeah.
I don't like that's a very I don't like that.
And it always it's always
It's always
with
that.
everything.
And that's what was unfortunate about the movie was they didn't need all of that extra stuff because you could have just had people.
And she didn't even get the lady.
Yeah, I know.
She doesn't even. She wins. She loses everything.
Well, and
she risked everything.
Yeah.
To lose, so she lost.
Again, an atomic bomb drops on this.
Yeah.
On the city of Las Vegas, right? So I'm like, even if you got her, like, that there's a bomb going off, right? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
The motive, I don't get it. So so that upsets me.
Yeah.
Right. And then the stuff with the zombies, I wasn't really.
Did you see the robot zombies?
Yeah. Yeah. That's like That's like.
I saw that right away, but I didn't like.
I think we
both turned to each other
like, what?
And then we're like, nah. And then we turned back and like kept going because it happened so fast.
It was so weird.
But there were a couple times there were.
I was like,
zombies.
I thought it was just a light effect, right? Like
like
a shot, and then because I was like, why would there be
zombies?
But again, you go on the internet and it's like, yep, people are seeing this cyborg zombie,
which I'm not a fan of either.
No, me either.
Already bad enough.
But so like you also, I understand they wanted to give care. They wanted to, I guess, give emotion to the zombies so that we cared about the zombies, but I don't know why we need to care about the zombies.
Okay. I didn't care about them at all.
But so
I didn't care about the baby zombies.
I was going to say, so why have the mom carry a baby, the queen carrying a baby, and then the king pulling it out, Zeus pulling it out, showing everybody because he's so upset. So we can be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, we could have had a baby zombie. I don't want a baby zombie.
Why do you need that? Why? So if you're writing the zombie story, why are you like, yes, because I want the audience to care about the zombies. And we don't need to. We don't need to care about the zombies. All we need is for them to be scary as hell
and cause a problem.
Yeah, and so that it's difficult for these humans to get the money out of Las Vegas. They did, and that's all it had to be.
Yeah,
that's all it had to be.
I didn't care. I did think it was cool that they had like a king.
Yeah, like make them organized.
Yeah, like
that's fine.
Cool.
That's fine.
Like they had like
they're smarter,
a group, like the high class.
There's a hierarchy. Yeah, I get it. Like
the
that
king
was
of
cool.
the zombies. That's not the king you want to be, but.
And can you also tell me why being a zombie? This like just doesn't like sit well with me logically. Like why being a zombie makes you have super strength? Like I guess I don't understand that.
Oh, how you like all of a sudden like super strong?
He's like super
I think he
strong.
Was
he was like
an alien.
He was
supposedly.
like a genetically modified.
He was like a modified one. But I don't know. That's all kinds of nonsense to me.
Like a zombie shouldn't be stronger.
I feel like I could fight a zombie.
Yeah, I think that's why. What's his name? Dieter and oh my gosh, Mr.
The Saw.
Yeah. But
he has a long name. I don't know it.
Yeah. Dang, I can't believe I can't remember.
And the guy never even used the saw.
He didn't.
What?
Yeah.
You hype me up for this guy that's gonna be
the French girl uses the saw to get him out
what
of
the
there.
freak? I'll kill a zombie. I don't care.
Can't believe I can't remember his name. I loved him, man. He was so good.
Yeah.
Loved
the survivor
his character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The reason for Army of the Dead 2 is what
much.
I'm calling him. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm like,
You think we'll get a sequel?
Snyder's way into Zombie of the Dead. Yeah. Army of the Dead. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down for one. I guess. I mean, but now you need a whole new cast.
Yeah. Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can make a whole new cast out of every zombie movie, and I think you'd be fine.
But I don't know the story behind the super strength or the.
Yeah.
or anything like that.
And Zack
Because they're always
Snyder-
all slow, and then once they need to fight, all of a sudden they're fast.
And
I guess not in this movie per se.
but I know what you're saying, and this is sort of like the Godzilla versus Kong argument, right?
Yeah.
Like before I sit down and watch this movie, I've already signed a contract to Mr. and Mrs. Snyder.
This is a zombie movie.
Yeah, that I'm gonna believe your zombie movie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I gotta take it with I gotta just
you gotta
accept
take it for what it is.
Yeah, I gotta take it for what it is. I have to accept it because asking questions about like, well, why did they do that and that? It's not really a knock against the movie.
It's just a general wondering.
Yeah, I'm just like, like that was their version of a zombie. I don't know that I would make a version of a zombie that way.
Yeah.
But I'm not like knocking points off of the movie.
Oh, the movie for that. It's
Right.
It's just interesting.
Yeah, it was just like I don't think he would be stronger. I don't think they're faster.
And I've always pictured zombies from the game Zombies. Like that's how I picture zombies.
Yeah.
Like
Me too.
great in a group, just awful alone. Like no shot you can take on a zombie could get anywhere near you if it's by itself.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's dead.
Zombie on its own, easy to handle.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
group of them.
I buy zombies running. Like sure. Like if it's
they were people.
If it's not a zombie that's decayed all that much, like why not?
Yeah.
A zombie can still run at you and swing at you. Why not?
Zombie tiger?
Yeah.
Fan? Not a fan?
I was a fan.
Too much?
I was a fan of
Zombie horse?
That was a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Calm down. Zombie horse.
It would have been.
Zombie tiger?
Would you?
Yes. Zombie horse? No.
Would you have accepted it more if he drove a car?
See, that would have been.
So like what?
He jumps in like a Camaro.
It's like gets
driving
to the
through
next
Vegas.
place.
I don't know how I would have done it.
Like what? Yeah. So what's the
Maybe the
alternative?
tiger. Why couldn't he get on the
You
tiger
wanted to
and
ride
go?
the tiger.
What else is the
Of the
tiger
options
there
of
for?
a tiger, a horse, and a car. You're like, he should ride the
Well,
tiger.
what would I would pick the tiger.
I don't know.
If I'm the king of the zombies, I'm taking the tiger.
I don't know.
I'm
if
the king. I could
know.
do whatever I want.
Would've
It's
been-
probably my pet tiger.
It would have been impressive.
That would have. See, that would have been. Like when Optimus Prime had the T-Rex.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's riding the
you're
T-Rex.
like, bro, chill.
It
Zombie-
would have
zo-
been on long that
Zombie,
long.
yeah, a zombie.
Somehow
tiger
riding
ride.
him riding a zombie horse is more ridiculous.
But why would there be a horse in Vegas?
I have no idea. Are
Are
That's
there
why
horses
I'm saying,
in
like,
Vegas? I haven't been to Vegas in a while.
I mean, there's probably
There are tigers in
there
Vegas.
are tigers. I believe the tiger. I don't
Circus,
understand
circus.
the horse
That
thing.
whole hotel is a.
I don't understand the rating of the horse thing.
Yeah, I wasn't a
because
big
I'm
fan
like,
of the horse.
and I could see people being like, okay, well, how does he get around fast? And they were
Runs.
like, well, give him a horse. And somebody had to have said like, but why a horse?
Yeah.
And
But that's a thing in the writing room when someone's like, all right, how does he get from point A to point B? He could take a car. No.
zombies can't
What about
drive,
what
bro.
about the tiger? No.
There's no way you can tame a tiger that
He
much.
could take a
Come on.
horse. Yes.
Yeah.
And they just did it.
Yeah.
And nobody's like,
Yeah. No one said anything.
yeah. I think it was fine. It wasn't a.
It's just
Again,
funny.
I can't knock points off
Just
the movie
funny.
for it.
You're right. It's again,
I just
it's
wasn't
like-
expecting a zombie horse.
and
Zombie
I'm
tiger, I knew I was all on board for.
I'm like, fine. You went with a horse. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I don't think him driving a car is more ridiculous.
Yeah, that would have been.
A motorcycle. He could have been on
Yes,
a motorcycle.
That would have been funny. But like I probably should have watched it again, and I will watch it again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm
I enjoyed it
excited.
too.
I think it was one of Zach's better movies. I gotta watch 300 again because I haven't watched 300 in a while.
So okay, real quick, because I do have. This goes along with like kind of Zack Snyder as a director, because I think as a whole, a lot of people probably assume that Zack Snyder is, I don't know, not a good director, or he's like not. I don't know. I could
That's
see
tough.
where you could pick on Zack Snyder a lot, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
Like he's an easy target for people to say like he's not an artist, right? He's not.
And it's
like-
funny because he sees it that way.
He sees himself as an
Well,
artist.
he's like, this is what like I have a reason for doing this.
Yeah,
And if you listen to him talk, and they did a timeline of all his movies and everything he's done,
oh yes,
he
I
has
heard
a thing of this is why I did what I did.
right. Yeah,
And I'm
he's excellent. When
that's smart guy. I
when
got it. And then everybody else hates it though.
right, he's when they were re-releasing the Snyder cut, or maybe it was before it was even announced, but he did those watch-alongs with Man of Steel, and BVS, and he shows his storyboards and
and he's like, hey, I shot this scene this way.
Like, you guys think that I just threw it up there, but all of this was so well thought out. It wasn't something I just thought of and then did. And he has a certain, because what he's doing is he's doing a visual storytelling, right?
Yeah. He wants you to see it.
He wants you to see everything that's going on. And some of Zack Snyder's best work is where he does not write the story to the movie.
Yeah.
And that is where I think 300 is strong, and where Watchmen is strong, is because he did not write the story or the dialogue. And his visual style is complementing the writing from the original story, and I think he's the strongest there. That's why I like 300 a lot. That's why I like Watchmen a lot. And I just think that this movie suffers
because of him.
If Quentin Tarantino wrote this story, granted, if Quentin Tarantino wrote it and he directed it, it would still be awesome. But I'm just saying, let's play a game. Let's play a game where Quentin Tarantino writes the story and Zack Snyder directs. I think we have a much better movie.
A more realistic.
I think we have better dialogue exchanges. I think we have better character motivations. I think we have a logical, believable journey for these characters from the beginning.
Be eliminated.
Right. Yeah. And
because Quentin Tarantino's dialogue is it's a whole other thing.
People literally study it, right? Because it's just phenomenal. And Zack Snyder is not a writer. He's not. He's a visual director. He is not a.
Yeah, he was a cinematographer on this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was the DP, and he shot it himself, which you can tell because the depth of field and some of these shots are crazy. You're just like, okay.
Sometimes I was like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
And then other times I'm like.
And then you're like, man,
down a little bit.
You stayed on that shot, also.
Why?
So you gave us that blurry shot, and then you just stayed there.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
And again, I'm like, that's fine. He has a style, but
everybody does. But now you know what his style is.
Yeah.
You could. Well, maybe not everybody, but you could watch a Zack Snyder scene and just be like, that was directed by Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
You could watch a James Wan scene,
right?
When you're like, whoa, you're like, that's a James Wan thing. So you just know certain people do certain things,
right.
And that's kind of his thing.
And I actually appreciated a lot of his visualizations, and I still do. I think a lot of what he shows in this movie is really, really good. I still think you could study Zack Snyder's action and I think you could get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
But Zack Snyder as a director, I think he is better off given material than trying to come up with his own.
Yeah.
Which is funny because things like Batman v Superman and Man of Steel, you would also think should have just been able to run with it.
Yeah. But I know he did a lot of work with
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan too.
Yeah.
Chris Terrio was his name. He did Man of Steel, BVS, Zack Snyder's Justice League. A lot of the writing for it.
Oh, okay.
That was his name.
Gotcha.
That was the guy's name. But he had done other superhero projects. I think he might have been with Christopher Nolan for The Dark Knight too.
Oh,
the trilogy.
Interesting. And so,
but they did a lot of stuff together as far as the writing for all that goes.
Yeah, there's just silly dialogue in those movies though. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand what. And I'm not gonna say I can make a better movie. I definitely cannot write a better movie. But I can't write better dialogue than it.
There's way worse directors than Zack Snyder.
Oh yeah, by far.
He's from this moment on, I'll always watch a Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's like, hey, I'm coming out with
cool, I'm there.
Humpty Dumpty, the backstory of Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
Like, that's really weird, but I'm cool. You're gonna be there, cool.
Humpty Dumpty falling would be the most cinematic,
the slowest
the slow
thing.
mo. It'd be 20 minutes of him falling.
Yeah, it's just just shattering when he hits the ground.
It would be
and all the king's horses and all the king's men
just slowly
for 20 minutes. But I'd go see it because it was Zack Snyder.
Go see it.
Is it going to be good? Probably not.
No.
But like I'm gonna go. There's just he's.
I know what you're saying.
And I'm not saying he's the greatest director of all. I'm not. But there's certain directors you just go watch their movies because their name's attached to it.
Yeah.
And for me, again, he's not the greatest, but for me, it's just because of Batman versus Superman, because of Watchmen, because he's proven to me. Sorry, world. He's proven to me that he makes movies I enjoy. He makes movies that I like.
They're fun.
That I like, and I'm good with that.
They're a lot of fun.
Sometimes you just have to be okay with it.
So I want to play a game.
All right.
Can we play a game for a second? All right. I want to do a little ranking.
Ranking? Okay.
Ranking. Okay.
Do I have time to think about it, or is this a rapid fire?
I mean, it should be a little rapid fire. Okay. I want you, like, as soon as I say it, first thing that comes to your mind, and then I want you to go. Okay.
All right. Jesus, this is also dangerous.
All right. Zack Snyder as a director. Okay. Where do you rank him? Do you put him in your top 10? So
if I do, he's at 10.
Okay. All right.
He slides in there.
Better or worse than Christopher Nolan?
He's worse because Christopher Nolan just does things that like hit. Like Christopher Nolan can tug at your heartstrings.
Yeah.
Like Interstellar, like.
Yeah.
I did not. I did not
I
blink that entire movie because I was getting hit here. I was getting hit here. Like I could just feel it in my entire body.
All right.
It's like same with even like The Dark Knight in a different way.
Yeah.
That movie just made like you. I can't look. I can't look away.
I know what
from
you mean.
This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. So worse than Christopher Nolan.
Better or worse than Joss Whedon?
Probably better.
You think he's better than Joss Whedon as a director?
I think he is better than Joss Whedon.
All right, interesting.
I think he is.
Are you comparing like Joss Whedon's Justice League to his, or are you comparing like I'm thinking
like Firefly?
No, well, Firefly's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
No,
Firefly
was show.
Good. Firefly was good.
So, no, but I'm thinking Avengers versus Army of the Dead.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Probably.
So, Army of the Dead. I don't know how many zombie movies that you've actually seen, like in your life, but as far as where you would rank it, I don't know.
It was really good.
So, okay.
I had so much fun, but I'm also thinking Zack Snyder, like Justice League versus Avengers. Zack Snyder's Justice League was better than Avengers. I'm sorry, it was to me.
The first Avengers.
To me,
the first Avengers.
The very first Avengers.
Oh, okay. I can see that though. But hold on.
It was It was further in the story. It was a lot of stuff. But people are gonna want to fight. I'm gonna get canceled. It's a whole thing. It was a better movie than Avengers was. It just was.
All right. So zombie wise though, better Army of the Dead, better or worse than Zombieland?
You might not like it, but I think it was better than Zombieland.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun with Zombieland.
Yeah,
I liked Zombieland for the silliness, for like the steps, or well, not the steps.
I don't know what you're saying.
God, what were they? The rules.
Oh yeah,
Like I liked that. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was funny.
Okay.
But like, if you're like, hey, we can give you a Zombieland 3 or an Army of the Dead 2, but you can't have both.
Gotcha.
I think I would pick
Army of the Dead.
See, and that kind of avoiding your question.
Yeah.
But if someone said, would you rather have Zombieland 3 or Army of the Dead 2?
Oh.
I think I would pick Army of the Dead 2 over Zombieland 3.
I could see that though, because.
But I don't know if it's better than Zombieland. Did I just blow everything up?
You definitely avoided the question, but I'm gonna give you my answer.
I
So,
don't. I like Zombieland.
I like Zombieland more as a
like
movie
Zombieland.
because Zombieland has no fat on it. I think it's like an hour and a half of like
yeah.
just what you need to know.
Yeah.
And let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Zombieland, and then I like Army of the Dead, and then I like Zombieland 2. So I would put Army of the Dead in between the Zombieland movies.
Okay.
As far as, because like those are similar in feel, right? Like if I compared this movie to Dawn of the Dead, it's a bit different. Like
Well, Dawn of the Dead was a serious movie, right?
yeah,
There
I
was
mean,
no silliness to it.
I don't remember silliness. It was like
Scary.
yeah. I mean, like you know what I mean.
Dang, yeah, that's tough.
But like Shaun of the Dead, did you ever
Never
see?
saw it.
No. Oh, okay. Dang it.
Never saw Walking of the Dead. Walking of the Dead.
Not Walking of the Dead. Yeah,
Walking
The
Dead. The Walking Dead. I see. Yeah, I do like the first Zombieland, but I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah,
Maybe if
it's a
I
lot of fun.
rewatch Zombieland 1, because I haven't rewatched it since the second one came out.
All right. So, as far as Zack Snyder's movies,
Uh huh.
where do you rank it though? Is it so?
I don't know.
For me, I always like
I feel like
Sucker Punch is always at the bottom, so I
300
never.
Yeah, I really like Sucker Punch too. No, I mean it's not a good movie.
It's not a
Like,
good
it's
movie,
really
but
not.
I'm just like, yeah. So I just kind
That movie was like nobody questioned anything in that movie.
yeah,
by the way.
exactly.
Everyone's like, yeah, throw it in there. I mean, I loved 300. 300, and I saw when
That's
I
your
was
that's your favorite Zack Snyder
Well,
movie.
300 I saw when I was young. Probably
Yeah.
way too. Don't know why I was watching that at that age.
Yeah.
I was way too young, but like that movie stuck with me.
Yeah, it's
Like
awesome.
I remember seeing that movie for the first
I mean,
time.
again, you go
And
back
being
and you're like,
whoa.
probably like doesn't make like it probably doesn't make too much sense, but that's not Zack Snyder's doing. He's like,
Yeah.
I didn't write that story, so
But
you know.
maybe if I rewatched them all, but it's high. Like
Yeah.
Man of Steel without a like.
okay,
God, see, Man of Steel and BVS are like still
up there for you.
like still up there for me, and maybe it's because it's a superhero.
But is this
like,
movie better than Justice League?
No, it's not better than just Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Is this movie better than Watchmen?
No,
Okay.
because Watchmen is another one that it didn't tug at my heartstrings, but like I
But it's
felt it. Like
well
it hit me
Yeah.
right here, and I finished Watchmen like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, whew, like I need to just take a minute. Let me just take a minute, gather my thoughts.
And that's where I'm like, if I can rank Zack Snyder's stuff, right? And if I can play the ranking game of like, okay, well, how much do I like Zack Snyder? And I'm like, okay, is he
Yeah.
on my top 10 list? Maybe like you said,
Yeah.
maybe he's at the bottom. Okay, cool. I like him a lot. As far as zombie movies go, is it a good zombie movie? You know what? It is a good zombie movie. There are other zombie movies out there that I like more, but there's
Yeah.
also some movies out there I like less. Cool.
Yeah.
But as far as Zack Snyder movies go, I'm like, oh no, I like that one better. 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 And then I'm like, oh shoot,
So like
it's
Watchmen,
actually
Man of Steel.
yeah. So then I'm like, well, now this movie's at the bottom of that
Yeah.
list too. And so I'm like, well, man, like I don't know if it's as good as I felt it was when I first.
Let me ask
finished
you this
watching
real quick. Did you like it better the first time or second time?
it. I liked it better the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so maybe I should watch it again.
Yeah, because I already knew. I was just enjoying it for the
Yeah,
second time
like you got
because
to
I
look
already
for
knew.
things.
Yeah, and it was actually there's a lot of stuff in there. Like I was telling you, right? Like you hated Kate, and then I went back and watched, and I was like, you know what? But Martin's the douchebag
Yeah,
in
and
this
he
movie.
was a big douchebag
like
too.
he's the reason why, and I'm glad a zombie tiger killed him because he's the reason that everybody, if he is not there, everybody goes
goes.
home.
Did
yeah.
you think of The Revenant right away?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
That was
this guy's gonna get Leo'd
He's
like in the middle of the casino
Yeah.
or right outside.
yeah, which was great, and
Yeah,
I loved it, and
That was pretty graphic
It
too,
wa-
because
I
like
mean, come
at one
on.
point, like when
Yeah.
you saw it, like you could see the inside
Yeah,
of his face,
and his like neck is here, and it's
it
like
was
squirting blood
yeah,
out,
It was like,
and then the zombie tiger just rips his face off, just
yeah,
all the way
And he
off,
goes
and
up
you're just
behind
like, man. First, he's actually the tiger's like crunching on his head for a little bit.
yeah. He's like playing with him.
and then rips his face off.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, Zack Snyder just goes for it.
And that's fine.
Yeah, I could probably do 2 hours of talking about Army of the Dead, like going really, really deep into it and Zack Snyder style. But at the end of the day, I had fun. Everything was good.
But it's still at the bottom.
But it's not like, so the action was good, but it's not a good story. And that's where I think I landed after finishing it for the second time. I was like, I think they could have done a better story.
Okay.
The prologue was a better prologue. Epilogue?
The end?
The beginning.
The beginning is the prologue.
Yeah. So like that had a better story.
Well, that give you a lot of info.
Yeah, and you're like
Give you
that.
a lot of info.
Like you could have just made that your first act, and then I would have been on board.
Yeah. Like yeah. I mean, I guess for me, it still lands in the middle.
Yeah.
Of his movies overall.
Right.
I mean, I think Man of Steel and BVS and Zack Snyder's Justice League are
Gonna be at the top for a while.
all on the top for me for a while.
Yeah.
And again, because those movies, again, they hit me in a different way.
Yeah.
I felt things after Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I felt things after
like
BVS.
you ponder life after.
Yeah, I think about it like, damn, like, all right. And I think everyone's like, that's dumb. It's a superhero movie.
No.
And I'm like, but even the whole thing and I don't want to go on a BVS thing, but like when Bruce was like, when the city was being destroyed, and like the kids were like all holding hands and going, and like the teachers like, everybody just hold hands. Yeah. And like he rescued the little girl. Like there's just, if you can see it as a superhero movie, that's cool. Right. I saw it as like something a little different.
No,
and that's fine. And Zack Snyder did a good job of that.
There's moments and
that's why people hate him for the superhero movies. Yeah. Because he told a different story with them.
But I think about scenes in those movies all the time in my everyday life. Yeah. And I think that's where it is different, where a movie transcends your watching on the screen.
Yeah.
Goes into your personal life because it makes you reflect on yourself in some way. And like that's where
even the whole Jonathan Kent, Clark Kent conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a kid, as a teenager, as an adult. He's like,
absolutely.
Hey. I was like, hey, my dad told me all that same crap.
Right, yeah. It's a father-son.
So it's like, I get it. I get you, kiddo.
So
sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's about the world.
All right.
How's it going?
Wraps up our hour-long review of Army of the Dead. Great movie. Go watch it.
Yeah, check it out.
It's a lot of fun. Netflix.
It's on free.
On Netflix.
It's on Netflix for free.
Yeah. And so I would just highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah. So I want to hit a couple things before we go.
All right.
You got time?
Oh yeah.
You got 20 minutes?
Yes, sir.
So first thing, this will be quick.
Oh my God.
Don't know. Let's talk about the Friends reunion coming up this week.
Oh, okay.
Friends reunion Thursday. It's been 18 years,
Probably
17 years, something
17.
like that. Thoughts? Excited? Not excited? I don't know.
I'm bummed, man. I wanted it to be something different, so it could be the best thing. Oh man, I think I pushed a button. You feel what I feel?
Why are they even doing it?
Okay.
Why is James Corden or Justin What?
Yes.
Yo, that's. Woohoo!
So you do feel the same way.
Oh my God!
What is happening?
Why are you doing this?
But it's because
this is stupid. This is
know.
So stupid.
I agree. Well, so if
am I gonna watch it? Yeah.
Of course you're gonna watch it.
Of course I'm gonna watch it.
But the thing is, you probably. I don't know if you would have wanted it to come back at all. But let's say it did. Let's say someone came up to you and said, hey, a Friends reunion is happening, okay? Your thought of what a Friends reunion is in your brain is probably not what they're delivering on HBO.
Absolutely
right?
not.
Like, if you're going to define Friends reunion, like a sit-down talk show is not what you're going to think of. And getting them back to do things similar to what they did in the show. And that's the thing that bummed me out. And I was telling Kat, like I thought they were gonna come back and do like an episode.
An episode. Where's everybody at? Where?
Yeah.
Ross's kids grown up. Emma's grown up. Everyone's all grown
she
up.
was like, "Why
we can catch up?"
But she was like, "Why did you think that?" And I said,
What else? Oh.
I was like, I don't know. But I mean, nobody said it was gonna be that. But
Yeah.
they said we're gonna do a Friends reunion, and that's what I thought.
Exactly.
Was
That's what they talked about. And this was a long time ago. I think I was like a senior in high school when they talked about it.
Yeah.
And they were gonna do an hour-long episode.
Yeah, and that would have been cool.
Whoa, like a new episode of Friends?
Yeah.
After all this time?
Yeah.
I want to see a new episode
Tell
of
us
Friends.
what's going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is Justin Bieber gonna bring to the Friends reunion?
I mean,
Who called Justin Bieber and said, "Hey, you want to be a part of this?" And what producer is like, "Yeah,
there's a lot of weird ones.
yeah, come on." And
Lot of weird
now that tells me it's not about the Friends reunion.
No,
It's about getting views and subscriptions.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
right. Absolutely.
And as somebody who I think I'm a Friends fan, I think
Okay.
I'm a legit
Yeah.
Friends fan.
Absolutely.
It's just you're just dragging it through the mud. It's not about bringing the cast back together.
No.
It's not about remembering good times. It's not about the things on set that happened or them being together. It's about getting subscriptions and views and eyeballs. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with getting the gang back together.
Yeah,
It's all just a money grab.
It's not a coincidence that this is on HBO Max.
No.
Right? Like it's not, and they were gonna put it up there anyway,
Yeah.
even pre-pandemic. It
Mhm.
was gonna be
They've
on
been
a streaming
talking about
service
it for years.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
but it was always gonna be on a streaming service
Yeah.
to push subscriptions.
Mhm.
And again, like it's a business, so no matter what,
Yeah.
even if you put it on TV, the point is to get views.
Yeah,
right. So I get it. I understand I understand that's not really an angle to complain, but I just don't think that they're doing it any justice. I think it's a disservice.
It's disrespectful, honestly.
Yeah, it's because you could have easily done something. But they didn't want to. The actors didn't want to, and so you have to.
That's okay. That's
fine. And so
fine.
you can leave it alone, or you can do some version of it to give the fans so that they have something.
And
and
here's
then-
what I'll compare it to,
Yeah.
because this is the only other thing I compare it to, was the Fresh Prince reunion.
Oh yeah, that's what it is,
And,
right?
and that was cool, but it was just the cast.
yeah,
It wasn't so-and-so singer,
Right.
so-and-so TV host. It wasn't all this other. It was just the cast. And that was cool. That was an episode would
that
have been
was
cool.
Yeah,
But they that's what they did. They got around and talked and showed clips.
right.
And they're like, "Oh, remember when Will?" It's like that was, and I was like, "That was cool. That was like a cool 30 minutes
Yeah.
or 45, whatever it was."
Yeah.
But it was just the cast.
It was cool.
It was, they showed little Nicky came in like all grown up,
Yeah.
and like it was fun. I had fun with it. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because it was the cast. Because they just sat around and watched clips of the show. And if they did that with Friends, that probably would have been fine. Which is, I think, what they're gonna do. Is still the plan.
I'm assuming they're gonna still do.
But there's
things
all
like
these
that.
other people that have no affiliation
Yeah,
with the show at all.
I
I'm
agree
like,
with you.
you could have
I
brought
agree
back
with you.
other characters that were a part of the show or had some sort of role in it.
Right.
You could have brought, like Janice's character, which I think
She's
is there.
gonna be there. Yeah.
But like you could have brought, there's tons of people you could have brought
But just
back.
left it at that.
And just left it like a reunion.
Yeah. An
A
actual
reunion of them coming together
Yeah.
and just sitting on the couch.
It's
and
like having
chatting.
a high school reunion and a bunch
Yeah.
of people that didn't even go to that
And it's
school.
like,
show
yeah, and
up.
I would have like, let's have people from Santa Fe High and Capitol come to our.
Yeah.
Why
You're
would
like,
I
yeah.
want that? Why would you want that?
Or like people that are not even in your
Yeah.
year showing
Just
up.
bring them. They graduated a year before us. Who cares? We're all cool with each other.
Like-
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
cool. Go do it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't do it at my high school reunion. Like that's all. That's awesome that you're all cool with each
Yeah.
other.
I'm glad you're friends.
And I'm cool with
Don't
that
be
too.
friends here.
Yeah, do it. Like let me reconnect with the people I went to
Yeah.
school with. So, and that's the only frustrating thing is what do these
Dang,
other
that's
people
so
have
funny.
any affiliation with the show at all? They
I
don't.
I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head
And
in the beginning,
it
though.
boggles it boggles my mind, like the frustration with superheroes and like all that. It's because I care.
Yeah.
It's because I wanted it to be good. I wanted to sit there and be like, yo, remember watching Friends? And this scene
Because we
came
love
up,
Friends.
and Ross got off the plane, or Rachel, whatever,
Yeah.
and Joey got the ducks. Like, oh, dude, that was so funny. And like me and you were like Joey and Ross, like, but now it's none of that.
So you think that they should have just left it alone and not?
They should have just left it alone.
Don't do anything.
Don't do anything. Don't bring it up. Don't
Yeah.
bring the cast back together. Don't get these wild rumors started. Some of the things people have been saying are, oh my god, just leave it.
Yeah.
The finale of Friends was awesome.
It was.
It was great. It was a 2 hour. Was it 2 hours? Maybe an hour long.
It was an hour.
It was 2 episodes.
Yeah, it was 2 episodes. It was
and it was great, and it ended so well.
I know. It was one of the better sitcom endings.
It was a great ending.
Yeah.
And if they
Some sitcoms
could have come back and
ruined it.
done it right and then done something fun or just cool, I don't know. I don't even know how they. And that's why people are gonna get mad at me. It's like, well, what would you have done? I would have done that. I would have done people that were part of the show.
Yeah, like if you had
coming back together.
If you had to do a reunion special, like if the actors don't want to do an episode, right?
Yeah.
And you have to do this.
Do it like the Fresh
you
Prince
would have
one when they
just
came back.
kept it in
Because Dylan and Cole Sprouse, they've done other stuff.
Yeah.
In their careers, you know, the twins have done other stuff. They had
Yeah.
their own shows.
They had their
on
own
Disney.
show.
Bring
Yeah.
them back. What? Joe, you guys were babies when you were on this show, and now you guys grew up and you did all kinds of cool things.
And you
did
something.
Dylan Sprouts did a movie 2 Feet Apart. It was like a really popular movie that he did recently. I don't know. I don't think Emma the baby did anything. Who cares? Bring her back.
Yeah.
She was on the show. She was a part of the show
It
for
would just be cool to
for
see
2
her
years.
grown
And
up.
it would be cool to be like, yo, like one day on set, like you threw up all over it. Like it's just funny and you just laugh.
Yeah. Bring the twins.
What is James Corden gonna do for this reunion?
It was an odd choice.
He's gonna just sit there and talk and make annoying jokes and try to be funny.
You think he's gonna sing?
Probably. God, it drives me crazy. And like I said, it's because I care about Friends. It's because I enjoyed Friends. Because it was a part of my childhood growing up. And I just wish they would have left it alone.
I understand that.
Am I gonna watch it? You darn tootin', I'm gonna watch it. Maybe we'll watch it. I don't know what you guys have planned. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going to watch
figure
it.
out.
And part of me is like, Diego, just what? It might be good, dude. You don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
Because
both sides.
you saw a list of names and now you just assume it's gonna be bad. Dude, watch it first before you freak out on a podcast. And everybody hates you.
I get both sides of it though. I understand we should do something. We can't do nothing. So let's do something so that everybody can see where everyone is right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody has the dream version of what this could be.
It's all different.
And it's up to the 6 people that are part of the cast to say what it is that they will and will not do. And so maybe they didn't want the spotlight. Maybe nobody wanted to do it unless A, B, and C happened.
And maybe they did want it this way.
Yeah, maybe they said, I ain't going unless my buddy Justin Bieber is there. And that's the only way you're going to get me on set.
And
right?
that's all fine and good.
And
I get that.
I understand from a studio perspective, if, something like this happened, let's give the fans something because something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
If a decision was made, if someone in the room said, hey, let's do an 1-hour episode, and the cast was like, yeah, let's do a 1-hour episode, and one of the producers was like, no, I don't want to do that, then I think someone should get fired. If everybody was on board to do, because I'm like, in my dream world of Friends reunion, it's like an 8-part miniseries, right?
That would be insane.
I'd be like,
you want subscribers?
Yeah, I'm like,
again,
bring
the
them
actors
back.
probably didn't want to do it,
Right?
But you want subscribers? Do you know what HBO Max would explode?
Like, just bring them back for. You could still do 30-minute episodes, but do 8 of them.
Yeah.
Right, and that's my dream. But
that would be. I didn't even think of that.
But the cast probably said no.
No, like,
I'm
yeah,
sure somebody said, "Hey, how about you do one more season?" And they were like, "You're on crack."
Or they're like, "Give me $10 million an episode, and I'll do it."
Yeah, and so exactly.
Yeah.
So there was some kind of we can't work this out situation, right? So that's most likely what happened. I'm just saying if the cast was on board to do whatever, and this is the idea HBO came up with as their best idea to bring the Friends cast back, then people need to be fired.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what happened. I think somebody from HBO, because we're not professionals.
Diego and Sam don't know nothing.
And here we are, came up with a better idea than what they have.
We don't know anything.
So I'm sure somebody who gets paid a lot of money to have these ideas came up with these exact same ideas and presented them to these famous people, and those famous people said no.
Yeah.
And that's why I think HBO is doing the Friends reunion this way, because they said this is the only way we'll do anything.
Yeah.
Is if you give us $1 million each and we talk for about 10 minutes and then you have to fill the hour with other stuff. And the studio said, okay, like something's better than nothing.
Is that what you think it'll be?
No, I think
it's an hour. Do we know the duration?
I don't know the duration.
I don't know.
Actually.
I don't know.
I'm
either.
assuming it's an hour, but I don't actually know the duration.
So 55 minutes.
And I don't think it's going to be a lot of filler. Actually, I think it is going to be mostly the Friends cast talking, and then like the Justin Bieber stuff that does happen. I think
you're gonna come out and sing the theme song.
Yeah, I think
I think
it'll be 2 minutes, and then I don't think we'll see him again. I think it's going to be a lot of like quick.
So you think the names are just to get people to go?
Yeah.
But that's so weird.
Because.
But like, I get it.
Yeah.
But like, James Corden doesn't make me want to. Yeah, let's watch that because James Corden's on it. No. And I don't even know the other people.
No, but I'm sure again, like if I'm sure what's James Corden on? I don't even know. ABC. No, he can't be ABC.
He's a talk show.
No, I know, but he's on a network.
Oh,
right. So
yeah,
but it can't be ABC. I don't know if it's ABC.
NBC,
because ABC is Disney.
Yes.
And so yeah, so I'm sure there's an affiliation with his network and Warner Brothers, and that's how that pair happened, right? So, I don't think any of this is coincidental. I don't think that's how this business works. I think everybody has a tie to something else, and that's how we get to this point, right? Even like it wouldn't even surprise me if you go down the guest list and you're like, oh, these people have been in Warner Brothers movies or in somehow like a Warner Brothers thing, AT&T commercial, like something, right? Like there's some tie-in to this, and that's how they got.
And that's all fine and good. I haven't watched it. I don't know. I just know when I didn't picture. This isn't when I pictured.
I know.
And nobody pictured this.
Yeah, I agree.
This is not anybody's dream.
No, because
they wanted the Friends reunion to be.
I think the majority of Friends fans,
real ones.
I could be wrong, but I'm a Friends show fan. I'm not a David Schwimmer, Jennifer Aniston, Matthew Perry fan, right? Yeah. Like, I didn't follow any of their careers. I loved the show so much.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, what's Matthew Perry up to?
Yeah. Like gotta check. No,
like I want to know what Chandler is up to. Like I don't care about Matthew Perry.
Everybody's done something to some degree though, which is I guess a good thing.
I mean, I think Matthew Perry had probably the biggest career. Oh, Jennifer Aniston had the biggest career, and then Matthew Perry. But and then
did Jennifer Aniston have a good movie? Like, is there a movie that's like, whoa, that movie was great?
Horrible Bosses.
Yeah, but I mean, she was pretty side.
She does have some like crazy, weird movies.
Supporting character in Horrible Bosses.
The other one where she's in an RV with.
Yeah, but like critically acclaimed good movie.
Oh.
Like, was she in
About
a movie?
A boy?
Oh, I think the only her highest rated movie was Cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I only know that movie because Anna Kendrick's in it. That's the only reason I even know the name of that movie.
God dang.
Only reason. It's not because of Jennifer Aniston at all.
Yeah, but Anya Taylor-Joy is making a.
She's moving away up the list.
Yeah,
she's moving up quick. After New Mutants,
you were like,
I was
what?
Like, I'm on board. Let's
Dang.
go. But yeah, so we'll see.
Friends reunion.
I'm gonna watch it. We'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I mean, we will watch it, and we'll watch it, and we'll talk about it, and we'll see what we thought. But I'm
nervous.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
It's not what I wanted, but it's what we're getting, and we'll just deal with it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. You had a couple of things for me?
Just Eternals.
Okay. Let's talk Eternals for a second.
You
here.
go first.
All right. Here's my little 2 cents about the Eternals movie. I don't know how everybody feels in the world. I'm talking about me. Okay. This is my opinion. But for me, the Marvel buildup that was happening within me, that boiling that was going on, that was happening,
Mm-hmm.
like it all just simmered down from this pandemic.
Yeah.
And we gained the trust, or Marvel gained our trust. We trusted Marvel to make good movies because they were riding on the backs of other great movies like Endgame, right? Like Infinity War. And we were watching these movies like, man, I can't believe somebody made this movie. This is nuts.
Yeah.
So whatever movie they're going to make next, I'm going to go watch because they only make great movies.
Yeah.
And I think that faded. At least for me, it did.
Recently, or like because of this trailer?
Because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic.
Okay, so I'm talking about my life before I even saw this trailer. Okay. So I see, all that hype that I was feeling, everything that I was so pumped for Marvel movies to come out because they were so
we're
fun.
kind of on the same level now.
Yeah. So now I was kind of like, okay, because I was all for everything they were doing, but then when the pandemic hit and everything slowed down, it was like I was able to take a breath now that I wasn't watching a superhero movie
every 5 minutes.
Yeah. And because I was able to take a breath, it sort of all settled, right? So now I'm not on the hype train of Marvel anymore.
Okay.
Then an Eternals trailer comes out. And it started before that because even with the Black Widow trailer, the Shang-Chi trailer, now we get the Eternals trailer.
Loki trailer came out.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the shows. The shows have been fun, and the shows don't cost me anything.
Yeah.
So I don't care about. I don't if they're not good. If they're good, I enjoy them. They're fine
Just
to exist in their own world. Yeah. But like I'm not excited about any of these movies that are coming out because I think Marvel's plan was to show us all of the characters that we know and then introduce characters we don't, and now you have the studio's trust, so you're going to go watch these movies.
Yeah.
And I just don't believe for 1 second that had Eternals or Shang-Chi or Black Widow came out a year ago, that I don't think that you're going to get the same box office numbers you are today as you would a year ago.
So you think a year ago they would have been bigger?
They would have made a lot more money a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least if you had Black Widow to carry us through and you kept the hype train going. But that train has slowed way down.
Yeah,
And
I'm not on that.
You're not even on the train anymore. And so but I think a lot of people did get off because they took that breath because your favorite characters are now gone, right? Because they had to use our favorite characters to get us there in the first place.
Yeah.
And now those favorite characters are gone. Pandemic hits. Everybody calms down, takes a breath. Now they're showing us these characters we don't know that well. Okay, so if you're not a comic book fan, you don't know these characters.
Nobody tell me they know who the Eternals are.
No, nobody knows.
I know one. I've come across them once.
Yeah.
In my comic book reading days, I think their name has come up
it's
once.
It's such a deep dive into comic books.
You have to.
No, absolutely not.
And this is my extent of what I know about them because I didn't read anything.
I don't know anything about them, so you know more than I do.
I knew the Eternals to be these guardians, these all-powerful,
sounds cool,
never be killed guardians.
Sounds cool.
And so, and from what I've seen, it's kind of the same thing. They just watch over. They're guardians.
Yeah,
they can't be killed. Their power is like limitless. Like beyond anything that Captain America, Iron, their power is limitless.
Yeah.
And that's it. They're just these guardians they're just all these all-powerful beings.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But I mean, and that sounds cool, But
and I came across it from Thor one day
that makes sense.
because somebody's like, well, Thor's the god of gods, and they're like,
He is not.
They're like, Thor is nothing compared to so and so.
Yeah.
And you're like, who's that? Okay, don't know. And then I never came across Eternals again.
Yeah. So
they were just gods. They were these godlike beings, and that's what the trailer was too.
Yeah.
Like they're these all powerful things, and that's cool.
It is cool.
It's like there's a lot of cool stuff. It takes away from the action and.
But I guarantee you that you're not gonna get someone random off the street to just walk into this movie right now. I just.
And that's
but you would have gotten that guy a year ago. That's my point. Is that a year ago you would have had this random person walk in and watch this movie because they had finished Endgame and saw Black Widow, and now they're here watching Eternals.
Yeah.
Right. And so they would have had that progression, and boom.
And that was probably their plan.
I'm sure.
100% was their plan.
So this pandemic, I believe, screwed them. I'm gonna be really curious to see how Eternals does.
And again, me and Marvel, I don't care about the Eternals.
No, yeah.
Their story that is all super cool. I'm all very curious. I just don't care.
Yeah.
There's just so much. The only thing I have any inclination, Jesus, something.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. The only thing I have any interest
Wonderment.
in is Let There Be Carnage. And then No Way Home.
Right. Spider-Man.
Outside
Spider-Man
of that,
universe.
Yeah. Outside of that, if I see Loki, all right.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't even plan to watch Black Widow at this point in time. And it's not that I hate Black. It's just I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
I mean, I know what you're saying.
After I saw Pan's Labyrinth, I'm like, there's a gajillion other movies that are so good.
That are better. Yeah.
And then it's better. That movie is 1,000 times better than Black Widow.
Yeah,
it is. Already. I've never seen Black Widow. And I can tell you that movie in another language that I watch is a better movie.
Yeah.
And it is a more enjoyable movie.
It is definitely a better story.
There's nothing against Kevin Feige is cool. The characters are cool. And anybody that knows me or knows anything knows I love superhero movies. They're so much fun. You know, I wear the T-shirts and the whole thing.
I feel bad for Kevin Feige.
I'm just tired.
I know what you're saying.
I can't. My entire viewing, as far as I can't. Every show I watch can't be about superheroes. Right. Every movie I watch can't be about superheroes.
Right.
Like I can't do it, and I could do it. I was doing it for a while.
Well,
and I just can't anymore.
I think that the studios understand that. They understand that if you're gonna live your life watching movies, you can't watch all the superhero movies. Yeah. So they just want you to watch their superhero movie. If you have to pick between Eternals and Suicide Squad, then pick Eternals, right? That's what Marvel wants you to do.
Yeah.
And
I am gonna watch Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but because now it's switching a little bit, right? And Marvel no longer has the same clout.
No.
And so it's
but they're gonna continue to put their logo on stuff and just think people are gonna.
And they probably will still. If Eternals makes $1 billion, I will be surprised.
I will be shocked.
And then I'm gonna be like, but where's that money coming from? I want to see those numbers. Show me those tickets.
Where's any of the numbers lately?
I know. China's.
Why are we hiding numbers?
China's like $500 million over here in China, and they're like
for a 2-day total.
Yeah.
You're like, what? No.
They show a picture of the theater. It's one dude eating popcorn. Smiling at the camera.
Yeah. So it's all curious to me.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not saying I hate I'm not saying any of that.
I'm
just tired.
I get it.
There's too much of it.
It was,
There's too much. I saw.
I was hooked though.
Oh yeah, I saw. Not Endgame.
Infinity
War 4 times in like a 3-day period.
But see, but that I believe came from the world hype that was happening around it though.
Yeah.
Because Infinity War by itself And I say this about Endgame, which is why like I will fight anybody who says Endgame is better than Zack Snyder's Justice League. I will fight you,
bro.
physically. I will
Nah.
fight you.
Nah.
Because Endgame, as a standalone movie, like if somebody from 2012, no, that's not far back enough.
2007.
2005, 2006. Time travel to watch Endgame, they would not understand anything that's happening.
Yeah.
Right? There's no, like, you're not explaining anything. It's just writing the coattails of the movies before it. And we ate it up. Ate it up. And I loved it. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying that the whole thing is not better. No, you're saying it's up there?
Yeah, I have it up there.
I'm not saying that the whole experience isn't better because the end game as a payoff was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
just as a movie.
But Marvel needed the 17 movies before it.
Yeah.
And that's what it needs for Eternals is the 20 movies before that.
Yeah.
Right? And so but it doesn't have that anymore. So now Eternals is out there on its own. And
let's see.
Kevin Feige is like, please go see my movie.
Yeah, let's see if it can.
And I don't know. Yeah,
if it can work, if Marvel's as good as they say they are.
I mean,
and I'm not talking shit about this movie.
I still think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It really does look good.
Yeah,
it looks like a good movie.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be.
And I'm going to watch it. I am going to. Whether I see it,
I'm gonna watch Shang-Chi. I'm gonna watch Black Widow, despite what you watch.
And I might watch because it's coming up in a couple weeks.
No, July.
July. Okay, so we got another month, and my whole opinion might change.
I'm watching Cruella next.
Oh yeah, Cruella. We're gonna talk about that. I'm excited for Cruella.
Are you gonna rent it though?
Probably. Or do you guys want to watch it together?
Yeah, maybe I might rent it, and then maybe so we'll do a Cruella.
That's coming up next.
Review. That'll be next on the next show. We'll do.
That's coming up next week on.
Yeah. Diego and Sam know nothing about Cruella. And
what else?
I don't know. We'll have to.
We'll see. There's
Loki's.
We'll do the Friends review.
Loki's coming up. Friends, Cruella. I don't know if Loki will be out by then, but I know that's around the corner.
And I know it won't be a big topic, but I want to go over the How I Met Your Mother reboot too.
Oh yeah. Well, as it gets closer, we'll have to.
I want to just
revisit that.
Graze over that because if you thought I had high volume for the Friends reunion, you're gonna see a higher volume for my thoughts on that.
What's your deal, man? Just let them live.
Just let them die peacefully. Why do we need to resurrect everything?
But it's How I Met Your
Father. Just let
Father.
them die in peace. We'll talk about it at another time. We'll talk about it on another day.
Let Hilary Duff get some work, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Although Younger, phenomenal show.
Yeah.
I love Younger. So
we got some things to talk about. We'll get some clips on the channel. And,
all right.
We'll do all that fun stuff.
Sounds good. You heard it here. We don't know nothing.
We don't know it, and we never will.
Later.